we got him on the run. Captain RIon. Smoke him.
All right, well, namaste and like catch, my family. I am here with my brother, Mr. known as Riggs, my boy Riggs, 20 Rodrigues. What up, brother? What's crushing?
Can you tell I'm adjusting to Sedona?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's like one of those like Instagram videos. Like I moved to a place the first week, then the second week, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm here. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. So what's up, dude? We got so many updates and good things to talk about. Do you want to talk about, I'm going to go into all the downloads and everything that's going on with the Andromedan ships, but you just got back from JSIC, right?
Yes.
You want to talk about how the ship showed up?
We were hanging out with spaceships. So
tell everyone.
Elena called it in. She called it out. She was on stage. I went on after Elena. It was an honor. I went on, did my presentation. She presented on consciousness and how the universe is made up out of matter, energy, and consciousness. And time, it was next level. And then she goes, make sure you come to the Star Watch tonight at the amphitheater outside at 7:30. Thorhan said the Galactic Federation of Worlds are going to put on a show for us. And so like 1,000 people were out. Like I met up with some friends. It was really busy. That conference for me is one where I can't walk from one end to the other without people reaching, you know what I mean? Like coming up to me. So it was really busy. I didn't even have any food. I was starving by the time I got out there at 7 o'clock. There were hundreds of people. The amphitheater was full. I thought there might go out there and be 50, 60 people. There were hundreds. There were upwards of 1,000 people. And we sat there like an hour. It was cloudy and it got dark, and I knew the space station was coming over, and I was going to say, that's not it. That's not a ET. That's a space station. I charted it, but you couldn't really see the space station when it went over. And then sure enough, they came out and set up a PA, and we were singing Bob Marley to kind of raise the vibe. They said, raise the vibe for the ships, like everybody was singing, One Love and everything, and kind of did a group meditation for all those people. The hotel staff was out there, like the bus boys and all that, like they saw it too. And they shut the lights off. The hotel shut the lights off so that we could see the sky really good. And then sure enough, you could hear the crowd like, hey, there it is. And the crowd lit up. And there was a formation of ships at high altitude going hypersonic speeds. You know this because we were right by an airport. We were in an airport's airspace. And it was not planes. You could see the planes moving really slow. And these things were like faster than the space station that just flew by. And they had boat shock in the upper atmosphere. And when they banked back into space, they were shining lights. They had lights twinkle, like blue and green lights on the top of the ships. They were coming into the atmosphere and going over us, and then going back into space and doing it again from different angles. And then so the crowd blew. It was like a concert. Like the crowd blew up. Right. And as soon as that happened, they calmed down. A TR-3B, the triangle flew over, was the whatever Earth Alliance, and they had clearance, so they were lower. They were like 7,000-8,000 feet, but you could see it clearly, and it was anti-grav. You couldn't hear anything, and it was fast too. It was faster than any plane that went by. It's completely safe. It was almost creepy. So the crowd blew up. It lasted for like 20 minutes. They kept buzzing the crowd with this video we got. I'll be cutting it up and making a lot more reels with it. I saw some of the stuff you posted on Facebook, and I was like, whoa, you can clearly see, what is it, the TR3? TR3B, yeah. Yeah, you could clearly see that. I just wanted to bring you on here and do our normal morning coffee. How's everyone doing out there across planet Earth? And, my brother wanted to jump on here. You're producing a show this month in Sedona. Sedona seems like it'll do that to you. He's been here like 2 months. He's like, we're doing a show. We're doing it. My flyer. Okay. You know what? It's easy. I've been doing this a long time. For me, you've been doing it longer than me. But I've been speaking, like 7-8 years now. And so it's easy to just call up my friends that I've met along the way that are also interesting and know a lot worth sharing. And say, hey, will you come out and be on my show, be a speaker at my conference? I want to put one together. It was super easy. And I tailor-made this one with a theme. You're speaking there. I know. You're mine. Yes. So no, it's called it's OdysseysSedona.com, and I put the link in the description for everyone out there on YouTube, Facebook. It might even be on Instagram. But Odysseys Sedona on the Eventbrite's there, and it's October 18th and 19th, in a couple weeks in Sedona. So we're gonna do some workshops, right? And I heard Ra's gonna have a big party at his house. No, Ra's having a party at his house. I don't know, but I'll bring some Doritos. There's going to be some stuff the night before. We're talking about getting some workshops on Sunday. There's going to be Lily is an amazing. She does guided meditations, and she takes people instantly into amazing meditations, like some kind of psychic gift she has. She's going to lead a meditation Friday night. There's going to be DJ, like a film, like a show film there Friday night. The half day on Friday. Then we're going to do the whole thing Saturday. Everybody's going to speak. You're going to speak. I don't know if you're on this. You are on this one. This is one of the newer ones. You're going to speak, and we're going to talk about how to meditate, how to protect yourself, and how to remote view, how to do remote viewing. So Aziz Brown is from Farsight. Yemi Janae is from Farsight. They're established. They've been doing it a long time. I have a remote viewing groups that I have at my Patreon that are amazing. They just do a great job. We do it every week, and we're going to talk about it. We want to share that because learning that opens the door to learning all the other stuff. So Aurora Lunastar, I just talked to her yesterday for the first time. I'll put out her interview. She's speaking there, but she's a local, like a channeler, and she knows that. And a lot of it is the same science. So when you learn how to remote view, it's a scientific method that from the Stanford Research Institute back in the 70s and 80s. They did the science on it. So I'm just following that. When you learn that, it's the science on how to move on and do other things like the light language and the channeling and elsewhere. Mediumship, telekinesis, telepathy, all of it. It all comes out of the same exercises, the same state of mind, shutting your mind off and getting in touch with yourself. So this conference, I'm excited. It's one long day lesson on that. You'll learn a lot by coming. So
No, that's going to be.
I've been drinking coffee already.
Hey, I know. See, listen, we're all jacked up. We're all excited. There's so many activities, and I know Riggs. You're speaking at our conference in March as well. So yes. I'm excited. Everyone, he wasn't on that original thing because he was supposed to be in Egypt. So this is so funny. Before I put the trailer up that morning, he goes, "Hey man, I'm going to be there." So I literally was the perfect timing when you contacted me. And big what up to everyone at GSIC and everyone calling down ships. I mean, I don't know how more awesome that is. I know that we're going to have night vision tours, and we have a bunch of, class 4 night vision goggles that we're going to have through Miss Sheila Neese, also one of our speakers, and Vortex tours going on. But with your conference coming up in October, I'm excited. It's a couple weeks away.
It's fast.
Yeah.
There's going to be a tier 3. We're going to be doing other stuff. I want to say this about the ships that flew over. That was a big moment in history. They showed themselves to us publicly. So It's a big difference. Everybody's like, "Hey, I saw one." I posted it. People are like, "I saw a triangle too." But you know what? You caught them with their pants down when you saw them. Everybody else that ever saw a triangle ship kind of caught them when they weren't trying to. They were there for this time in particular. It was an air show put on for the show, and they're going to do it more often. This is disclosure. This is the real deal.
Right.
And so follow along. So this is just the beginning. She called it out, said it on publicly, on the internet, on the live. We all went out and waited. It was tense. And then bang, they showed up and they put on a hell of a show for us for 20 minutes.
I'm so excited. Just the fact that happened. What was that? 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago? When was it? Last weekend?
Friday. What is today? Saturday. So a week ago. It was
literally last week.
A week
this went down.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So the world is changing, man, and it's gone crazy ever since, right? So
it is
for us, and it shows that. The other thing is when you listen to Elena talking to RIon and that version of disclosure and what's going on, everybody's got contact. Everybody's got contact happening. You know why? Because they're moving closer. They know.
Right.
The ETs up there are getting closer to the Earth. They're in touch with us. So the Galactic Federation of Worlds that she's in contact with is leading the charge. And what that is they're getting closer to us, and now they're starting to show that. But the big takeaway is that it's a positive event. We're not going to get some gray overlords. They're going to come down and enslave us. So This is a positive role that they're playing for us to have that validation. I mean, it's a good thing. So the world's going through some upheavals right now. We're going to iron it out, and there's going to be a disclosure. We're going to join our friends up there.
That is something that excites me more than any sort of financial wealth, this, that, anything that could happen to any per one country, but actually having open contact. And actually, you know what it is for a lot of us starseeds? I think it's really for all the beings and all my higher selves that I've been communicating with for the last 15 years, I can't even imagine what it would feel like for the projection screen to drop and your higher self stepping off the ship and being like, "Yo, dude." And I'll be like, "You left me down here in a carnival ride with no exit." And I'm saying, there's something in me that's just I can't wait. I can't wait. I know you want to talk about some of that confidential stuff we talked about on the phone about what's going on in our dream time, or you want to save that? Okay. Man. I'll rip a little bit for this is our family. This is a team light huddle. Okay. So, with us working on the ships, a lot of the Andromedans are really stepping up as far as interaction with the population. Okay. So with some of that stuff, with the fake moon stuff, with the harvest moon stuff, what if the harvest moon was always supposed to be the second moon that comes through every so many 100 years? It was never supposed to be the harvest moon like we think when we're, harvesting crops. So all these weird connections started firing off in my brain because this is what's going on. I'm spending 1/3 of my night working on ship. The other third of my night, I'm processing my own stuff and my own incarnation stuff. Then I have someone assigned to me from ship in the 4th dimension. He looks like a flight pilot. And basically, I keep forgetting the name. It's almost like an assayer. What is it when you watch something? What was it called when you are assessor?
An assessor.
Okay, they've wiped my memory 4 times. You guys, an assessor is in my consciousness going back to every single moment in my life where I picked up a certain behavioral pattern. Where there be, for you guys out there, maybe the first time you really cried and got upset. Maybe the first time you ever got in a fight. Maybe the first time you ever witnessed something that changed your personality. I have an assessor in my dream time going through every moment in my life where my personality changed. And so I relive the memory. I'm first person. I'm watching the memory go down. And there's an assessor here also observing at the same time with like a clipboard. So it's almost like for later when they go, well, for those that are ready to get on ship in their consciousness to actually shift to 5D or a 4D, you know, but 5D really is what we really want to go. It's almost like they're saying how much damage or how many things do these beings need to clean up to actually reassimilate back to, you know, their home world, their own species, where they come from, their natural frequency. Keep it really simple. So I thought that was very interesting, but someone else is now viewing your memories with you to see how they can help. And I think that's really cool. So
right. So the thing is, we've been waiting for a disclosure, for contact. So disclosure already happened. I just told you kind of thing. That's what we've been doing for the last decade.
Right.
Is closing about the secret space program and all that stuff. So that's already happened, but now we're going to have contact coming, and this is the precursor to that. Like they got it. So let's face it, some people ain't ready for contact. Some people don't deserve it. They've been living their life thinking they can get away with treating people bad, and you know what I'm saying, like victimizing people. And so if you're an ET coming here from a higher plane, a higher vibe, do you want to rub elbows with those people? No. So this is a really good time to kind of look within and get it together and know that, you know, there's amazing things worth being a good person on the horizon coming. And so, you know what I'm saying? You like, I went through the same process when I got checked out, when I first started hanging out with that crew, when I met ETs back 2 years ago at the first GSIC. And they came through and like the security team met me, and I went through months of it back then. Like it was life-changing to me, and my whole vibe changed. My people that are in my life, you know, were like, I don't even know you anymore because my vibe raised, you know, like
tell them what happened when they hit you with the phaser so you could go through wormholes and how it affected your diet for 6 months.
They came to meet me and I was drinking. I had just got off stage. We had a dinner. I had a dinner with like Alex Collier, Elena Denon. Like it was Laura Eisenhower, Brad, they were sitting next to me. Like it was one of the most beautiful nights of my entire life. It was a wonderful experience. So, and I'm not a big drinker, man. I tell you, you know, I'm a toucan commando. And so I had a glass of wine. We were crying some of the toast room. So emotional. And so I had a couple glasses of wine. I went out and met my friends, and I started drinking beers. And the security team followed from the Federation of Worlds. I wandered off into somewhere that was not in their grid, and they came down and checked on me, and they talked to me, you know. And so these were dudes. And then when I left, I was like, okay, and they were like, it was straight because these were security, and they went over around a corner and disappeared. They walked into a corner where there was no exit, and then when I looked back, they were gone. They teleported out. And then later on, 2 people that were like not security, some people they were like, we came a long way to meet you. We wanted to meet you. And I was like 12 beers in. I said, I'm sorry.
I'm 2 sheets to the wind right now.
I said, I'm so sorry. I'm not a drinker, but I've had the most wonderful night of my life. And I'm celebrating by drinking alcohol. And you came a little late because I am incapacitated. That's what I said. Something just like that. I said, I'm so sorry, but it's lovely to meet you. Thank you for meeting me.
Yeah.
They followed me. We chatted. I lost time. I lost an hour of time, hour and a half. I looked down. I remember them walking. He said to the girl, you got it? She said, yep, we got it. That's enough. And they walked away, and I snapped out of it. And I looked at my watch, and it was 3:30 a.m. And I was on stage at 8 the next morning. And I was like, what happened? And after that, for the next 10 months, I could not eat meat. I was revolted by looking at meat. Like it changed my whole vibe. Everything changed. So there was contact there. They checked me out back then. You know what I mean?
But tell them why that you couldn't eat meat.
I was repulsed by it. Okay, so right, so I talked about it on my show.
Yeah.
With my groups, and people are like, Tony, there's all kinds. There's a guy. There was 3 or 4 guys in history that said they had contact with ETs, and they can't use the wormhole. You can't travel if you have meat in you. You have to have, you know what I mean, because it's something about the dead flesh screws up the process of the teleportation. So that's what people said that they set you up to take, because I ended up in the hospital after a while because I'm type O negative. I have to eat some kind of protein like that. And I was not a vegetarian correctly during those. I didn't know what I was doing. I just, whenever I looked at meat, I was completely revolted by it. I was like, it was weird. But that during that time, it was like they could come and take me if they wanted. And a lot of people that are involved, you start asking questions, and they're not meat eaters. So.
Right. And like I said, listen, everyone can do whatever they want to do with their bodies and have whatever diet that they want. But if you've never maybe tried to kind of slow down on that, I think this next 16 months of time may be an opportunity to maybe slow down on it and actually space it out a little bit. It shouldn't be every single meal you need a steak. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? I got to be honest. I lift heavy weights. I still eat salmon, when I do heavy leg days, but I'm basically vegan, vegetarian, and sometimes I have salmon, Alaskan salmon, wild caught salmon. But the main thing was the red meat, wasn't it? That was the issue. It wasn't what
chicken and fish were okay once a week or something like that. The red meat was like really, the pork was the worst. So when I got back on meat at the end of 10 months, when I got back on meat, I went for another 10. Well, I still don't really like pork.
No, I haven't eaten pork.
They tuned me in where I would walk through the store and I wouldn't even have to see it. I would feel sick and I would turn around and go, oh, there's the meat section. I could feel it. And so I tested it. I was like, I'm going to see how close I got to get before and I was like, oh, there it goes at the beef. And then I went to the chicken. I could get a little bit closer before it had the effect. But when I was at the pork was like the longest distance away. It's like I could feel it. I started feeling literally sick from it when I walked, and the distance of the pork was the longest distance. Like that was the worst one. And then beef, and then chicken, and then fish.
There's a reason why they can pull a pig heart out of a pig and keep a human alive on an operating table. What is it? It's only a couple molecules different from human flesh.
Yes.
People don't want to hear that, because they're addicted to it. And there's a lot of people addicted to a lot of stuff out there on this planet. So we're just saying in moderation. In moderation. Yeah. Right. I haven't eaten pork or red meat in 15 years since I woke up. So, or chicken. I did the turkey thing. I did the turkey thing for a while. And then about 6-7 years ago, I stopped eating turkey. And now it's just, eggs and fish, so, but everyone has that. But I think Yeshua even had a thing with the pig. He's like, don't eat swine. Isn't that like one of the things? So for everyone out there that has their own stuff, just remember, if we're getting contact, there's ships flying overhead. You think you're a meditator, you think you have your shit dialed in, and you're wondering why you can't communicate, you can't reach out. Pay attention to how you're treating yourself, and imagine you trying to raise your frequency over this next 16 months, let's just say 16 weeks. What does that look like? How do you raise your frequency? I would say detox that suit. Eat some more high vibe food. Okay. I'm just trying to say, that's just for all stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm like, guys, you might have pulled it off for 40 years. You've been smashing meat. Great. For the next 16 weeks while we're getting more and more contact, if you guys are practicing your skill sets, practicing your telepathy, remembering your dreams, just try to do a little more high vibe diet as we move into this next segment of time. That's the easiest and nicest way I'm going to say that. Okay. I love you. That's a little touchy subject. You know what I mean? You start talking about people's food, they get like, oh, I'm hungry right now. I'll show you. I'm just trying to say
the coffee recipe chat.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, coffee. I'm like, I don't know. I'm drinking tea. What do you almost want? So, I think that's awesome. That's really good information. Okay, so for the dream time and the interaction and everything that's going on, what are some of the key things you think that with the Galactic Federation of Worlds or the Earth Alliance, if they were scanning this is a great game, and then you guys punching around the world, what your answers may be, and let this be recorded in the Akashic. So if I was a commander on a spacecraft and I punched in on this video, there we go. These are some of the answers, right, that we would have. Okay. What are some of the things that you would be looking for in the population of awakened beings to have comms or communication or first contact or disclosure? What are some of the things that they would be looking for vibrationally? You go, then I go. I just, and that everyone out there on Earth, put in the comments, if you're in a spacecraft in 5D and you're looking down at the cities and the villages and the towns on this planet and you're scanning, right, all these different, people and whatnot, who would you directly contact first, brother?
So people that I think a lot of people make a lot of decisions based on things that happen to them in their life, trauma or bad things that they noticed, and they think it's okay. A lot of people think that somebody hurt them, so it's okay for me to hurt somebody else. And they make these decisions, or they were hurt badly, and then they have fears and things that, like, they're clinging to these fears. And that's the first turnoff vibrationally to anybody, to any ET. So having the ability to be yourself and say what you feel and not be afraid and second guessing yourself and being aware is number one. So that's like handling the work, right? Like the things that made you afraid that you carry with you has to go. You have to realize, and most people don't realize it, so that's why it stays. They don't sit and think about what they went through that made them like this. Why am I always late? Why am I always doing this? Why do I always tell that little fib when I shouldn't? So it's a fear. It's a fear-based thing because you learned it, and we all had trauma growing up. The first time you were told you had to go to bed and you didn't want to, it was traumatic. So we all had trauma growing up, but you got to face that and let go of what had happened and those fears. For one. For two, you have to be aware of yourself and other people in your surrounding, like awareness. So nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's only aware of their own needs and nobody else's needs. It's constantly stepping in front of you or cutting you off or doing stupid stuff, taking the last slice of pizza kind of person. Like you have to be aware that you're part of a super consciousness of not only all the humans, but everything, the whole caboodle. You are a extension of a super consciousness of the universe. So you have to be aware of this. You have to walk with some awareness. And then the rest of it's easy, man. If you can let go of the fear and you can get a hold of your awareness, get your head around the fact that even the sand and the air and everything is basically made out of energy that's the same thing as you are. And they all have consciousness the same way that you do. You're just a flow point. You're a choke point of consciousness and matter. So that's what you are. But once you're aware of this, everything else is pretty easy, man.
I completely agree. As far as a functional thing that I do on the regular and something I do feel I should do more, and I believe all you guys out there on Earth can agree with this, is put on some really good music and dance. And when I say dance, sometimes I put my headphones out, go out on the grass, go out on the dirt, go out on the land and move energy and raise the vibration and I call down large amounts of energy, then I send that energy out, and then you pull energy up from the grid, you transmute it, and you express it out. So for me, I would say it's contact. I make jokes all the time with my higher selves when they're scanning me. I'm like, would you like me to send you a color? Sometimes we do the blue, blue, green, purple, blue. They'll send you colors and see if you're, oh my God, he can see us. Like I do like fun games back and forth with a lot of the colors in the beginning. They'll send you a color and then like send blue back, blue, green, blue, green. So similar to, you remember how the ships have all their lights and it goes blue, green, purple, blue, green. I do that sometimes. I'll send color, or I'll try to communicate in certain ways. Usually when you get a ship's attention, especially out here in Sedona, I know it may be a little more difficult in different places based upon the military and no-fly zones and all that jazz. But I think it's, for me, it's really controlling my mind, controlling my fear, asking honest questions. Yo, homie, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what I mean? It's almost being super real. It's almost like how would you talk to someone in a spacecraft is talking to a friend you haven't seen since like high school at high school reunion. And like, maybe you had a bunch of weird shit in the past, but right now you guys are 40 or you're 35 or whatever. You're like, hey man, how are you? Good to see you. There's a certain energy and class to it. You don't bring up the past. You don't complain or whine, but it's more like, hey man, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. That's kind of the vibe. I'm saying, what's the energy? It's a vibe is really what it is. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
It's true. And you know what, though, knowing when we do get open contact and they come down here, knowing them and hanging out with them isn't going to fix you. So a lot of people want to cling to somebody that's famous, or they want to cling to somebody that's like a sports person, or people are drawn to people that are wealthy. It's not going to fix you, right? So you're going to learn from people. You can learn from them, but you have to do the work and fix yourself. You have to be okay with being independent of everything before it's, you know what I mean, before you can be on the team kind of deal. So it's like a lot of people are drawn to it thinking that it's going to fix them because they've got their back turned on their inner work. And I see that a lot in the community. People that are, really kind of and then they turn negative if they don't get what they want. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's conditional love. That's not unconditional love. That is conditional love. All of us on this platform here, every human on earth knows what conditional love is. It's you do this for me, I do this for you. There are people that have been married for quite some time that it's conditional. There's people in relationships right now. It's conditional. You have a job you could be working right now. It's conditional. If you don't show up, you're fired. They'll find someone else. It's conditional. It's not unconditional love. Which is no matter what you do, I got your back. I support you. I love you. So that's something that having unconditional love, it's easy to say, to walk that, to be the embodiment of that is truly the divine. You really be unconditional and really mean it. We're all working on that. There's no easy way to get through that. I'm saying I am just as much of a student as everyone else, but at least I know what it is. I've felt it, that true feeling of home and, our creator and that spark of creation, that divine spark that's in our hearts and all for every single being down here. That's unconditional love. So it's very, it's very interesting to process that and have that reflect through your own life and how you treat others, so.
It's been a while since I've been on your show, man. And it's the same. Oh, it's always the same. It's like deep and badass. Thank you.
Well,
you're saying things that I kind of know, but I can't put in words as easy as you put that. And it's true, man. It's a reminder. Like if there's a condition on your relationship with somebody, why did you seek out the relationship? Because that is something that's on the inside that needs to get addressed. We're talking about this now because we're gonna get some visitors, man. The next decade, I'm talking about decades, are gonna be mind blowing. The world has changed. The world has changed this week, and it's gonna continue. So, awesome.
Well, hey man, I love you guys, and Tony. I'm going to do my weekly reading. Was there anything else you'd like to share? So OdysseySedona.com, the link's in the description. If you guys are in Scottsdale, LA, you want to come in, get your tickets there, and we will be doing some post-workshop fun stuff. But for right now, that's where you can find us on October 18th, 19th.
It's right in West Sedona, October 18th and 19th. It's going to be a blast. Come on out. It's not a big expensive thing. You can pop in. It's going to be a fun day. You're going to learn a lot. My goal is to teach people how to listen to their intuitive voices and remote view and learn that step, and then so they can move on to where they need to be. But it's amazing. It's nothing but fun every time we do it. And this conference is going to be some advanced remote viewing techniques. Aziz is going to share some stuff from Farsight, like super advanced remote viewing stuff that nobody knows. And so we're going to cover all this. It's going to be amazing. So come on out.
Come on out. All right, brother.
Thanks for having me, RIon.
Of course, bro. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
All right. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys having fun? We having a good show here today. All right. My brother Riggs, he's a rock star. You know what I mean? But that's what's up, ladies and gents. And like I said, for everyone out there and everyone doing their best, I love you. I appreciate you no matter what stage you're at, what you're working on. where you're at. You know, and I know the diet thing is just like if someone's addicted to coffee or nicotine or whatever, or not going to the gym or whatever that is, it's a very personal, weird thing. So I know that everyone has their own things. I'm just trying to say for the next 16 months, maybe work towards a little bit of moderation. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I'm getting so much interaction every single night. The last 9 nights in a row, I am living an alternate reality life for 1/3 of the night. Then 1/3 of the night is processing, and then 1/3 of the night is I'm being monitored by someone who's going into my past and seeing like basically what makes me me and how I made these life choices, and is like basically creating a curriculum for me on ship. Maybe it's the same thing that's going on with you guys, to not only help other people, but to assimilate me as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible back into my normal residence, which is basically the normal residence for almost all of my friends and family, which is a 5D, fifth density consciousness. We stepped down into the 3rd density to be here to facilitate change and assist this planet. Don't get it twisted. We're not from 3D. My soul is not from the 3D. When I dream, there's nothing 3D about it. There's nothing about this timescape that's about it. So I know you guys are the same. As I am. So let's relax a little bit, play some music, and get some CODs for this week coming up, huh? Whew! I just wanted to be real. Like, no, I'm getting tested. They're like, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? I'm like, okay. There's also subspace. So I'll tell you guys about this little trick too. Okay, so when you're a little kid and you have like your imaginary friends, I remember like under the bed or like in the closet, let's just say, is where you go, and like there's the portal or the door. They took me into my old place in Manhattan Beach when I was 19, living by myself downtown Manhattan Beach. And they took me into the place like in present where there's people living there right now. And it was in dream time. They walked me into the house and the people where they're living, I said, I'm sorry, excuse me, I used to live here. And all of a sudden they knew exactly who I was. And I had a key. I walk right past the people, almost like if you guys seen those James Bond movies where like, the guy used to live in the house and the guy walks up and hits a code on the wall and the whole wall opens and they're like, oh my God, we've lived here for 7 years, honey. Anyways, it was like that. We opened up a door and there was all my old furniture, all my old stuff that from, I don't know, 20 years ago in this space. And then they walk you into the memory. And the difference is you're viewing it now as an adult, not like first person as you're living it. You're watching it and then they're right here on the side of you. And so you both observe the memory from 2 different points of view. So, you know, when you go to a court case or you need evidence, right? Sometimes a human memory or your memory can't be used per se as evidence because people remember things differently. So they'll send in an assessor to view the memory with you and have a different POV of what you experienced, of what you went through. So it's kind of gnarly. So that's what I'm going through. I think they're checking me out because of the level of responsibility I'm going to step back into, and many of us are going to step back into, is like we're not stepping back into I'm running the hydroponic system. No, I'm stepping back into like, where's my outfit? You know, we're like commanders. So they're starting that process now. You know what I mean? I don't have to wait till I pass into the next world to do a life review. They're doing that right now. I'm very healthy and alive right now. You guys may be having similar dreams. That's why I'm bringing this up to you, because you guys are fellow commanders and captains and generals and angelics and azurites and starseeds. I'm just telling you, if you guys feel weird and you can't remember your dreams and you're super lethargic, there's all kinds of things going on in dream time right now, especially with all this activity that's coming in. I'm just giving you guys a heads up, okay? And if the Andromedans are involved, they're just trying to help. They're not trying to do anything negative. I love the Andromedans. Okay. All right. Perspective is key. What are you guys doing? What's up? Now we're back into our normal flow. What up? What up? What up? We said yes. I felt 5D briefly, and yeah, we all did. You know what I mean? I love you guys. You guys have any specific questions or some of the stuff that you guys are going through? Anything cool? Do you guys have any Dreamtime stuff where you're meeting your other homies, your other species, your other races? It's happening right now. I'm just saying if you guys are aware of that, all kinds of things. Yes. And I do love you. Let's get some cards. Let's get right into it. Banners. It's card time, baby. It's card time. All right. Let's do on your show. No, I'm just kidding. Long ago. It's a siren song. Syrian song. It's a Syrian song. You know what I mean? All right. Let's do Dragon Riders and then let's do Dragon Riders and then let's do some Palladians, some Taigetans for this week. Dragon Riders. Are you going to talk about the Andromedans? Yeah. What do you want? What would you like to say? Son, they need to know how much the Andromedans are helping out right now. It's like 70% of all interaction that's going on right now to free this planet is coming from the Andromedans. It's not some of the other smaller conglomerates. Some of the races that have been interacting with us for quite some time that may have had a negative polarity are literally being shifted off this planet and this plane. Do not worry. This may take a while, but it's well worth it. Okay. Andromeda. Yeah, I got it. Here we go. Andromeda pull. I got it. You can pull one later. Here we go. Ashtar, Sheeran, and Turbo. Again, friendship requires attention, respect, and harmony. Nurture it. It is very precious. Do not lose touch with your friends. Okay? Do not lose touch with your friends. Some of you guys have people that are different conscious levels. Don't lose touch with them. But, just stay a positive force in their life. Just send love is all you can do, okay? Let's do another one. Okay, you can pull one. Let's see what you got. I know. Iduna and Lucy-Lou, you are being tested. Take the time to step into a wonderful new phase of life. You must make significant changes to your attitudes and beliefs. If that is not exactly what I just said, and me and Riggs just talked about, you are being tested to take the next step into a wonderful new phase of life. You must make a significant changes to your attitudes and beliefs. Okay. Boom. It's right there in the cards, ladies and gents. So that's what I'm saying. There's something like, we don't want to step on toes. I'm like, hey, you guys need to snap out of it real quick. There's a lot of things happening right now. All right, let's do Palladians. Little Taigetan. Little hot white jumpsuit, What we got? Hey, I might have to get some Andromedan cards. You know what I mean? Hey, don't be like that. I'm just kidding. The blue hue. Just kidding. Access your gifts. Explore your treasury chest. Accept who you truly are. Access your gifts. Explore your treasure chest. Accept who you truly are. Okay? Yeah, I'll pull a Lemurian today too. Why not? I'll do the Lemurians right now. You don't have to ask me twice. Where's my Lemurians? Where's the Lemurians, man? Here we go. Yeah, let's do Lemurians right now. Thank you, Erica. Beyond Lemuria. Let's get it. Beyond Lemuria, baby. Oi. All right, here we go. We have so many cool decks. All right. I know you guys are asking questions. Give me a second. Realm Bridger. You guys out there are the Realm Bridgers. Going from 3 to 5, baby. Realm Bridger. Okay. This is a dope card. I might show that in a second, but let me pull it. I don't know. That was, if you ask like, hey man, how was that card pool? You're like, I don't know, just sweet fire. Just Solaris Sublime. And I'm just going for a hot Lemurian fire. You know what I mean? Boom. Realm Bridger. I like that card. I should put that on a t-shirt. That's dope. I'm going to do one more for Lemuria. Your weekly reading. The Violet Flame. So we all know that's the most powerful flame for transmutation. Okay, so Realm Bridger and the Violet Flame. That's also Yeshua's, right? Color, the Violet Flame. Some would say it's also green, but I mean, I think Raph kind of had that. Raphael, the emerald green. I'm like, calm down, Raph. All right? Calm down. Listen, Raphael, you got to calm down. We need love, but... No, I'm just kidding. You're loving a lot of beings, Ralph. No, I'm just kidding. It's an angelic joke. It's angelic. You know. It's a lot of love, Ralph. Emerald, love you. Yes, let's go. 100% love you. Now we get to hang out. Holding the door. Yes. And Realm Bridger. Where was this one question you gave me percentages on? You gave me something. I saw a question. It's buried. I don't know, honey. It is a lot of people. Okay. Star power. All right. Stephanie, what's up? I'm definitely going through some things. I dream with so many crystal, hundreds of people. We were in a crystal sea. Is it beautiful? We are all laughing. That sounds like 5D to me. If your dream time feels like a Sandals resort, that's 5. 4D feels like Dark City. And everything's futuristic. Everyone thinks they're, a futuristic steampunk with like weird hairstyles or I don't know, vampires have their own clubs. It's like Blade meets Dark City. Blade 1, mind you. Yeah, it's just where that energy resides that, it's weird. It's like where the ego lives. So, you're in 4D when you see it. 5D is Sandals resorts, beach sports, pools of diamonds. That's going to be 5D. That sounds awesome. Always a good time. Love you, fam. Absolutely. All right, let's get the next cards. God time. Let's do dragons. My fellow dragons out there. Okay, everyone. Okay, pull one. Here. Here we go. All right. Light side dragon is what? Here's the night side dragon. Give me the light side. Night side dragon is effort, conquering your demons. Effort. Light side is returning, going with the flow. Returning, going with the flow. All right. Okay. All right. All right, let's do a Nord card. You know what I mean? I did meet a Nordic king. What was it, 6 days ago? Dreamtime. Guy showed up. He was really cool. Definitely not, a smaller, skinny Palladian. Definitely a full-size Nord. You know what I mean? Hey! Definitely the guys you call when shit pops off, okay? If you want to know what a full-size Nord looks like, look at a Viking. That's what a Nord looks like, okay? Looks like a Nord to me. What we got? You guys ever see the show Vikings? That guy, but in a space outfit. You know what I mean? All right. Come on. I'm not talking about the ones the Zetas cloned either. I'm talking about a real Nord, okay? The fact that I have to discern that is weird, you know? The Nords are rush. All right, we're going to make a sentence for the Nords. Rush. Okay, what's the rush? Rush what? Oh, man. Roots. Rush. That means starseeds. Rush. Rush to what? Let's make a sentence. Starseeds. Roots of the tree. Us. 3D. Rush. Roots. Rush. Don't tell me there's some countdown shit going on right now. I already got enough on my plate. We just want you to know. Okay, well, I'm letting everyone from here to South Africa know as well. You know what I mean? A good day. I'm not channeling a gray. Oh, you know? Sorry, someone had to say it. You know? We're doing that right now? We do it. I'm just kidding. Listen, everyone has a good day and a bad day. Let's just toss it up as a bad day, huh? You know? Listen, it's all good. I love everybody. Okay, I'm just, just calm down. Chiron, heal. 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 There's a rush to heal the roots. There's a rush to heal us. Or there's a rush to heal the third density as we shift. Chiron, heal. And that's what we're doing every single night. 12th house, introspection. Okay? Introspection. All right? Okay, listen. Erica, I'm making a joke. If you don't know who I'm referencing, it's not me. That's me being sarcastic. I'm not actually. I'm not actually doing that. That's not. I was making a reference. I love you. Jeremy knows who I'm talking about. Come on. Woo! Where'd it go? Shit. Cherry All right, here we go. Cherry blossoms. You'll figure it out. You're like, no, he wasn't. I'll be like, oh. If she is elected, we'll have open contact. Really? Really? We're going to have open contact? Is that what we're doing? Sorry, I don't want to get involved in the weird gray syndicate of Orion's bootstraps. I can't do it. Sorry. Pick another target. I'm too large. But, yeah. We're going to go ahead and pause that right there. I was in Alaska when that statement was, uttered in my hometown. So we're going to stop right there. Ishtar. Follow your heart. Truth prevails. Inner learnings. You guys, the truth always comes out. That's what's so cool about this, about us. People come, people go. People, are very successful, then they fade away. People here at Team Light, we've been going 15 years strong. We don't have any of that weird stuff going on here other than us helping each other grow together and literally ascend together. That's what Team Light is all about. And all members, we love everyone, okay? So everyone that needs help, we're here to help as well. But inner learnings, okay? Follow your heart. Truth prevails. The truth's coming out about everyone, okay? Next card. Hanuman, devoted warrior. Let God's love hold you in strength. Wait, yeah. Let God's love hold you in strength, Hanuman. And I guess I can say that we are the devoted warriors. and devoted light workers on this earth. Devoted warrior. Always. All right. You guys may pull an RV card because I know we're closed. Hopefully Tuesday we get some sort of notification. All right. If you guys been following it, it's kind of crazy. Truth's coming out, dude. Hey, listen. No Diddy. No Diddy. No doubt. You know what I mean? Truth's coming out about everything. So, it's just, inner truth. Pay attention. Stay in your truth. That's it. For real. You know what I mean? No Diddy. No doubt. The truth is coming out. So, like I said, those another issue with people that are mean to others or use disinformation or disempowering things. Everyone has a run in this game. Sometimes you're absolutely pure and then you're tested by the dark side comes in and tries to take you off your path. You may go through periods of time for 2 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, 3 years, 4 years, depending on, what's running through your bloodstream that takes you off your path, right? Here's the issue. We still love you. We still see that ball of light. We still see that awesomeness, which is you. Okay. The point is to get us and our family back on track, regardless of what shadow land they may be existing in, because our Creator loves us. And that's all that's most important is, we do these activations and these cleanups and we're grabbing beings that have been in limbo for 3, 4, 5, maybe 600, 700 years, sometimes 1,000 years. I don't know when that Jammu Kashmir war was when we cleaned up the Alexander the Great's battle outside Jammu Kashmir on the border of Islamabad. When I went to India, I don't know, 2014, I can't remember. But what I'm trying to reference, we helped all those beings. I didn't know any of those beings, like as far as my 3D perspective. These are all beings that needed to be transported and assisted and transmuted, and that land transmuted. So what I'm trying to say is for us, our friends and family who are living on the earth right now, take a little more time, precedence, have some compassion and love, and assist as many living beings as possible that are going through the same changes and turmoils and tests you are. And, it's easy to help people you have no connection to. It's hard to help your family. It's hard to assist those you truly know well. It's hard. It's much more difficult to assist even our friends and family in our bloodlines. So just remember, that's just how the way the cookie crumbles down here. And everyone just do their best to love one another. And that's all I'd like to say. All jokes aside, that's all I'd like to say about that. There's obviously something off, and we will address it. All right, let's do the frequency of the week. All right, frequency of the week is... Let's not get it blocked in all countries because I have background music on. 222 hertz, angelic, new beginnings. A new beginning opens a door and lets you create the world you desire. Having been given an opportunity to start anew, you must honor it by taking the appropriate action. Love life to the fullest. Take bravery by the hand and jump into the deep end of the pool. By celebrating this unity of destiny and willpower, you improve your self-knowledge and develop a deeper understanding of your role in the universe. To heed this call might seem scary, but it is necessary to step into your development. Fear can keep us from experiencing wonders. Think of it this way. If it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when? Be the change you wish to see in others. Be your own example. Nothing can hold you back but your own inaction. 222 hertz, angelic, new beginnings. Okay? New beginnings, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. All right. with that, go ahead and punch around in from where around the world you guys are watching here today. I'm going to get one more card for us. We'll do an RV card. I know I kind of skipped over last time. We'll do the RV cards right now. Okay, we'll pull in exactly when this thing's supposed to be aligned. And let's do that right now while you guys punch in where around the world you guys are watching. By the way, I love each and every single one of you guys. And everything that we're going through together, we're all going through this together. I got no judgment on anybody. We're all being tested right now. We're all being monitored, okay? That's awesome. But it's for a better reality, which is coming, okay? It's not for something negative, okay? Do take advantage. You guys are having a hard time sleeping or dreaming or even remembering your dreams. Check out that fall sale at teamlightstore.com. Or if you guys want tickets, teamlight.com. To our event in March. I think it's going to sell out. We're selling a lot of tickets, ladies and gents. I want you guys there, okay? We're going to have a blast. So let's do the RV card. So this week, from now till next weekend, okay? First card is Neptune, Vision. For all my astrologers out there, Neptune, what is Neptune doing? First card is Vision. Okay, for the RV here. Let me put the little banner. RV Intel. Okay? Banner, Neptune, Vision. Okay? Now, we all know that the head dude, I think it was Al Sudani, was over in New York. We all know they had a basic rate. We're waiting for the dinar to be released on Forex. Once it's on Forex, we're moonwalking. Okay? Next card is, for the RV, we'll pull 3. Virgo, digest. So the vision, right, is digesting. So Virgo, okay, 6, Neptune, digest the vision. Digest the vision. Vision, digest. Does that mean hold the fifth dimensional construct or 5D or a higher reality? Digest the vision of what it means to be, have open contact, exist in a fifth dimensional construct, exist in a higher plane of existence or higher plane, a higher reality. Okay, next, I need one more card. And you guys are, I know you guys are the astrologers. I am not. I just know how to pull the cards. You guys might have a complete alignment situation by just the Virgo, 6, and Neptune so far, which is 26. Neptune, Vision, and Virgo. Okay. Oh, you guys are going crazy. Okay, let's just pause right there. Okay. Next card for the RV. This is the good one. Hey, I see you over there being a jackass. Let him tell me the truth. Stop reaching your hand in and going, don't say that. Calm down. Go over there. Can you pull the card now? You don't think I can see him telling you to shut up. I get it. Card. You ever see someone run over to your higher self and go, shh, no. It's like, and it's coming from the night side too, which is awkward. Super awkward. We know better than like the bankers that did the deals. They're like, how'd you guys figure it out? You're like, RIon pulled a card in Sedona. I'm sorry, I broke your 6-year plan or whatever your weird shit is you guys are doing over there. Descendant invitation. You guys, we have an invitation to digest. We have an invitation, descendant, to process. That's another word for digest. Process our vision. or our vision is being processed, right? No. It's an invitation to process our reality, our vision. Skadoosh. There it is. Listen, I'm going to end happy. We'll talk after. I got some things I need to talk to off camera when this camera goes off. I got some things to clarify, you know. I don't know. I'm seeing like boats and underwater submarines and sea-doos. Open contact. I don't have to listen to any form of government on this planet when my people show up. Like, oh yeah, what are you going to do? Whoa. Hey, my 15-foot Andromedan, this little 5'9" big deal over here says I can't do something. Do you have words for that? We're so close. Listen, we'll be on our best behavior, I promise. Okay, hey, I promise. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and see where everyone's punching in from. All right, I'm just saying. Come on. I barely listen to you guys now. What are you going to do? NORAD can't even track a satellite. It's us microwaving people. What are we doing? You know? If you're in NORAD, do your job. We're all staring at you. Beautiful. 5D frequency, baby. And let's go. Texas, Utah. All right. Ontario, Phoenix, and then down under. Aussie Tasmania, love you. Florida, Sweden, UK, Miami, heart of LA. Irvine, SoCal, baby. All right, Cape Town, South Africa, Portugal, Colorado. I would be concerned because your boss is already incarnated. It's not coming off a ship. Let me give you a tip on that one. You know what I mean? Let me give you a little tip. It's never just the tip. All right. Asheville, North Carolina, Maui, South Padre, Phoenix, Melbourne, Scotland, man. Scotland, Texas, Florida, Indiana, San Diego, Nelson, British Columbia, Sweden, Washington, Niagara Falls. Beautiful this time of year. Ozark Mountains, love from the Netherlands. Another Scotland. Takaoka, Georgia, baby. All right. The ocean, I like that. You could be on a boat right now, out to sea. My sister's out to sea. Happy birthday, little magic. Got my ticket, can't wait. It's off. Kiane, Alaska, Ontario. Hold the highest timeline. That's what we do here, baby. That's what we do. We hold the highest. Lake Tahoe, Poland. Can't wait to hang out with you guys and just build awesome stuff. Like, oh my God, I cannot wait to mod all the 3D printing capital I get. Like all the 3D printers, I'm going to literally mod everything with my own 3D CAD guys. I'm just going to mod the whole thing. It's going to be insane. Okay? Bring the vision into reality. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, bring that in. Okay? Cosmic Surfer Pro. And yes, laugh out loud. You know what I mean? Here we go. Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. Very important to know your birth chart. Thank you, Erica. I love that photo, by the way. You know what I mean? It's doing something. It's definitely, it's that time of year. It's October. You guys going to have a big Halloween parties? I mean, we're in October right now. I'm in between Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know who I'm going to wear, but it's one or the other. It's one or the other. For you guys out here in Sedona, we're thinking of a party. As soon as my brother J-Dog gets out of Bali. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know what kind of Instagram posts he's making. We're all confused. We're waiting for our brother to come home. Love from Sweden. You guys are laughing right now. Sarasota, Oregon. Oh my God. Tustin, I love you. Ohio. Scotland. Okay, I can't. How many countries? Wolverine. Philly in the house. Look, you want me to be Deadpool and Wolverine. It's one or the other. It's either Wolverine. I do have the mouth on me, though, for Deadpool. That's the issue. I do have the Ryan Reynolds mouth on me. You know what I mean? Quebec. Oh, and listen, 100,000%, everyone take a moment of prayer to send North Carolina energy, healing, abundance, peace, all of those beings that perished. Let's go ahead and jump over there right now and make sure they get a first class angelic escort to where they're going. Let's do that right now. There. Those walking in limbo next to the rivers, if you guys can assist with escorting them through the portals that are provided whenever you watch this, greatly appreciate it. $26, $68, $86, $168. At least 500 souls. Open the gates. All right, that was a good first little drop. Thank you, everyone participating. Whenever you see this, the main thing is they were showing me that there are people, when the floods came through, they're walking on the banks of the river, confused, not knowing that they passed away. So if you guys can help out with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. And make sure that no tomfoolery comes in there to misdirect those souls from going exactly where they're supposed to be going. I would appreciate that. Love and abundance to everyone out there. Yes, 717. So thank you. Thank you. This is what we do for each other. I just love you. Good. Hey. We can take a look at it. You guys Google Earth. You zoom in. You go in the backyard. You put your 80s music on. Transport a couple. Make sure they go up into the right dimensions. They'll have your higher selves, your angelics, Yeshua, your highest light, assist you with that. Okay. I think that's really important. This whole thing is still not unwound. And people there need our love and support. So sending all love in North Carolina and all people that were victims to that Helene hurricane. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys very, very much. Looking forward to all the awesome things that we have upcoming. And just know we got this and we're in this together. I love you guys very, very much. Till next time. Peace.